Hi everyone, this is Cyrus for bestebookreaders.com. Today I'm showing you the iPad Air versus the iPad 3. As you can see, these are the Geekbench numbers. And I mean, it just is just off the charts when you're comparing it to the previous generation. Now, iPad 3 is not the previous generation technically, but let's not kid ourselves. Even though Apple upgraded the processor in iPad 4, the difference between the release dates was not, I mean, it wasn't a year. So, and a lot of people I remember were upset because the iPad 4 was out and they already paid $499 for the iPad 3, and I wasn't going to pay for that. I didn't want the Lightning port anyway at the time because I just didn't want to pay $50 more for the adapters and the HDMI thing. So I mean, it was just gonna add up, and I really thought that it was unreasonable for Apple to ask me and anyone else actually to pay another $499 after such a short period of time. Now the processors, obviously, I mean, you're talking about a quad-core processor, A7 plus M7, really just a beautiful performance you get from this device. Now I have to probably do this in HDMI because you really can't see the details here, but what you can see is the number, and number doesn't lie. It's much faster, and more importantly, take a look at that. I mean, you look at that and you tell me, I mean, this is a huge, let's put it right. There we go. So I've fixed it now. Now look at it. I mean, you're still seeing a huge improvement from the previous generation, or iPad 3 to iPad Air. I mean, there's a reason they call it iPad Air. I personally think Apple is going to have a larger device later in a couple of years. Maybe not the iPad Maxi. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's probably an iPad Pro. It's a little bit small, a little bit bigger probably, and more for professionals than the premium. We'll see about that. We know Samsung is going to come out with one. We know Panasonic has one, and there are just so other players getting involved. I'm not sure how lucrative the market is going to be for Apple. How many designers and artists are going to jump on the opportunity to have a larger tablet by Apple? Whether it's going to be like a hybrid device, those remain to be seen. What we do know here is that Apple has made this smaller, and really when you say iPad Air, I mean, it makes sense because it really is just lighter and more compact. It's really easier to hold as a device now. Now iPad mini is going to be even more compact. It's going to have a retina display, and it's going to be in really high demand. But I personally like the iPad Air. The back, beautiful. The buttons, I mean, the details that they've done, it's really, really well done, I should say. Now, before I finish this video, I just want to say that do not expect me to then come and bash Android tablets. I actually like my Nexus 10, and really have to be fair here. I think Apple has done a really great job with these tablets, these new tablets versus the old tablets that, were a little bit big, and maybe, I mean, the design has come a long way, so, and it shows. Beautiful, simply gets the job done. And if you've never bought an iPad, if you haven't upgraded in a while, you probably want to do it. Just make sure you have the light and accessories. You get a case, we covered that in another video, and you probably get a stand for it for $9, $10, and you're set. Thanks again for watching, guys.